Most people think millionaires have a secret, a hidden investment, a perfect stock, a special business strategy, something the rest of us don't know. But after studying countless self-made millionaires, I discovered something surprising. The blueprint that creates wealth isn't hidden at all. In fact, it's sitting right in front of everyone. The problem is that almost nobody wants to follow it because it's not flashy, it's not exciting, and it definitely doesn't promise overnight success. Yet this simple blueprint has quietly created more millionaires than almost any strategy in history. And today, I'm going to break it down step by step. By the end of this video, you'll understand why some people spend their entire lives chasing money, while others systematically build wealth year after year. And trust me, the final step of this blueprint is where everything changes.
If you're new to Money Factory, welcome. This channel is dedicated to helping everyday Americans build wealth, make smarter financial decisions, and achieve financial freedom. If that's something you're interested in, hit subscribe and turn on notifications, because every day we're breaking down proven wealth-building strategies that anyone can apply. Now, let's get started. Step 1. They stop chasing money. This is where most people get it wrong. They spend their lives chasing bigger paychecks. They believe wealth comes from earning more money. And while income matters, income alone doesn't create wealth. Think about it. There are doctors making hundreds of thousands of dollars every year who still struggle financially. There are athletes who earn millions and end up bankrupt. And there are ordinary people with average salaries quietly becoming millionaires. Why? Because wealth is not created by income. Wealth is created by what happens after income arrives. Millionaires focus on keeping and multiplying money. Most people focus on spending it. That's a huge difference. The blueprint begins the moment you stop asking, how can I make more money? And start asking, how can I keep more money working for me? Step 2, they buy freedom, not status. Here's something that social media rarely shows. Many wealthy people don't look wealthy. No luxury cars, no designer clothes, no constant flexing. Because they've learned something important. Status is expensive. Freedom is priceless. Every time you buy something to impress other people, you're trading future freedom for temporary validation. Meanwhile, wealthy people are buying assets, stocks, ETFs, businesses, real estate, investments that produce more money. This is why two people earning the same income can end up in completely different financial situations. One buys liabilities, the other buys assets. 10 years later, the results are impossible to ignore. Step 3, they understand the power of boring habits, not exciting ones. They invest consistently. They save consistently. They avoid unnecessary debt. They focus on long-term growth, day after day, month after month, year after year. The problem is that boring doesn't go viral. People want excitement. They want quick wins. They want shortcuts. But wealth usually grows quietly, like a tree. You don't see dramatic changes every day, but years later, the growth becomes obvious. Millionaires understand this. That's why they're willing to do boring things longer than everyone else. Step 4. They let compounding do the heavy lifting. Imagine two people. One invests $500 every month starting at age 25. The other waits until age 35. Who ends up wealthier? Most people think the difference can't be that large, but it often is. Because compounding doesn't grow in a straight line. It accelerates. The longer money remains invested, the harder it works. This is why wealthy people start as early as possible. Not because they're smarter, because they understand that time is the most powerful wealth building tool ever created. Money can be replaced. Time cannot. And that's why delaying investing is often one of the most expensive financial decisions a person can make. Now, if you're thinking, okay, invest consistently, I already knew that. Not so fast, because the next part of the Millionaire Blueprint is where most people completely fall apart. And it's the reason why so many high-income earners never become wealthy. Let's talk about the trap that's quietly destroying millions of financial futures. Step 5. They avoid lifestyle inflation. You get a raise. Your income increases. What happens next? For most people, expenses increase too. Better apartment, new car, more subscriptions, more shopping, more vacations. Soon, the raise disappears. And despite earning more money, nothing changes financially. Millionaires do something different. When income goes up, investments go up first. Lifestyle comes second. This single habit creates an enormous gap over time because every raise becomes fuel for future wealth instead of fuel for future expenses. And that's one of the biggest differences between looking rich and becoming rich. Step 6. They build multiple income streams. Millionaires rarely rely on a single source of income. They understand a simple truth. One income stream equals 1 point of failure. That's why many wealthy people create additional income streams. Maybe it's dividends. Maybe it's a side business. Maybe it's rental income. Maybe it's digital products. Maybe it's content creation. The specific source doesn't matter. What matters is creating options. Because financial freedom begins when money starts coming from multiple directions. And every additional stream creates more capital to invest, which creates more assets, which creates more income. That's where the real magic begins. Step 7, they think in decades. This might be the most important lesson in this entire video. Most people think about next weekend. Millionaires think about the next decade. Most people ask, what do I want today? Millionaires ask, what will I wish I had done 10 years from now? That question changes everything. Because wealth is built through delayed gratification. The ability to sacrifice something small today for something much bigger tomorrow. And the people who master this skill often achieve financial freedom far faster than everyone else. So what is the Millionaire Blueprint nobody talks about? It's not a secret stock. It's not a hidden investment. It's not a magic formula. It's a system. A system built on ownership, patience, consistency, discipline, long-term thinking, and the willingness to delay gratification. The reason most people never follow this blueprint isn't because it's difficult to understand. It's because it's difficult to stay consistent. But that's exactly why it works. Because while everyone else is chasing shortcuts, millionaires are quietly following the blueprint, year after year. And eventually, the results become impossible to ignore. If you found value in this video, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to Money Factory. And I want to ask you something. Which step of the Millionaire Blueprint do you think most people ignore? Comment below and let me know. Thanks for watching. And remember, building wealth isn't about finding the perfect opportunity. It's about following the right blueprint long enough for success to become inevitable. See you in the next video.